So, your final exam for this course is 60 points total, all right?
Yes.
60. So, part A is 40 points. You answer 4 of 7 questions. Part B is 20 points. You will read a very short case study, and there are 5 questions. And the questions are fairly simplistic, except the last one, which Shifley put in. Right? They overruled me. But that's okay, because I have an additional slide in here that will tell you how to answer. See, I'm always thinking of my students.
Thank you.
So, we're going to go through these. Now, you want to take your pictures and do all that's fine. But here's what I'm going to do. This is representative of what I call exam number 1. Okay? I will send these to you. I will also send you the slides for exam 2. So you have both.
Okay.
If they ever get back to me and tell me what exam they're going to administer, then you have both to study from. I should find that out in the next few days.
Okay.
I will let you know, so you know which set to use. But today we're just going to go over exam 1 because I'm betting this is the exam you're going to get. But you will get both. So you lose nothing. Because they did this to me once before. But I went over exam 1 and they gave the students exam 2. This is I'm outsmarting them now. I will send you both. So, question 1 deals with strategic planning process. The steps. How many steps are there in strategic planning? Remember what they were? Formulation, development, implementation, evaluation. Okay. So, you're going to discuss those. You listen. You're going to talk about what is mission, what is vision. Values and ethics. How do the relationship of values and ethics relate to strategy and to the stakeholders? Okay. Values and ethics. Number 2. Did everybody get that, by the way?
Yes.
I didn't want to jump too far. Number 2. Question 2. You should know Porter's 5 forces model and be able to give examples. So, it's going to be simple. Bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of customers going across. Up and down, you have threat of substitute products, threat of new market entry, threat of existing competitors. That's it. Know those 5 and just give an example of each. Use the donuts. Use whatever you want. Okay. Also, what are the barriers to market entry? Remember we had all the different barriers that were up there?
Yes.
Pick about 3 or 4. Okay? Work that into your essay answer. Right? I'm not telling you the questions. I'm telling you what you need to study for each question.
Yes.
So, you should be able to pick which question you want to answer in advance and develop that question. Do a little extra research. Pump it up so you have a very good response on your exam. Okay?
Okay.
Number 3. What are the elements or factors of market segmentation? Define them and give examples. It's in your slides. Define product positioning and segmentation. If you already had marketing, you should be able to do that. That's pretty simple. That's question number 3. Number 4. What is differentiation and the 3 sources of differentiation? There's a slide in your program that tells you the 3 different types. Define tangible and intangible. Remember intangible? Reputation, brand. Right? Okay. Tangible, financial resources, assets. Okay. Very simple. Work it into an essay answer. Oh, cool. Thanks. Number 5. Deals with diversification strategy and examples. GE is probably the best one to use. They are very diversified. Also, define horizontal and vertical integration. Okay. Remember, vertical integration, we're buying up the supply side, the input side. Horizontal integration, we're buying competitors to expand our business and customer base. Got it? 6. Strategic alliance, the positive side, the negative side. Reasons for success and failure of strategic alliance. It's all in those slides. Everything you need for that question is in those. Everything you need for that question is in those, that one chapter on network strategy. It's all in there. And finally, number 7. Methods of entering new global markets. Remember, we talked about that. Okay. Advantages and disadvantages. Also, comparative advantage, how it may be used in some countries. We used the clothing example, we used the diamonds example. That's comparative advantage. Taking advantage of a country's labor, skill, okay, technology, costs, and so on. Anybody ever hear of I forgot it. It's in California, but we used an example. I slipped my mind. It's getting too late in the day. I can't think of it. So, that's 7. Now we'll go over the case study. The case study is a short case study. And the first question, you should know differentiation to answer that question. The second question, you should know about product positioning. The third question talks about segmentation. The fourth question talks about economy of scope. Okay? Economy of scope. Spreading the same function across all of your business divisions. Okay? Like the graphic artists. The last one is the clunker that Schiffley stuck into my the exam that I created. They insisted on putting this question in. Development of a long-term company strategy. You have to discuss that in question 5. How am I going to do that? Well, you're going to do that this way. I gave you as much detail as I dare. So you're good at, in discussing a long-term strategy format, using the subject company in the case study, consider a long-term strategy for a manufacturing company. This may be an additional market penetration, increasing existing market, or entering new markets. It could be being the low-cost producer. It could be building differentiation into existing products. It could be diversifying into other products or industries, forming an alliance. It could be moving from a domestic to global expansion. Okay? I gave you 100 ideas there. You are creating, for the topic company of the case study, you're creating, okay, a strategy. Use one of those. It's very easy. I made it easy. I objected to the question, so I went into more detail. Please don't share this with anybody.
Yeah, can we have the case study?
No, that I can't do.
Okay.
It's a simple case study. It talks about a watch company.
And excuse me, sir, you'll send us those
I will send you all this, yes. So, using the above examples or your own examples, what are the expected outcomes or deliverables of your strategy for the organization? What would you recommend as the steps to accomplish? What's the framework and the process to do this? That's what you got to write about. Now, I would prefer this to be more of an essay question than a case study question. In my opinion, this is too long. But it's the Schiffley contribution to your exam. I did everything else. They insisted on this. So I went into additional detail on this slide so you know what to write about. I can't make it any easier for you.
Thank you.
And please don't advertise that you have this.
No.
Don't make my life a misery.
I don't know anything. I haven't even
Now,
been to this class.
I will email you these slides. I will also, in the same email, send you the same type of slides from the exam number 2, just in case you want to review that as well. The topics are fairly similar, but they ask for different information. So I'll send you both. I will insist they give you exam 1, because I'm going to tell them that's what we covered in class. But I want you to have exam 2, because they do stuff like this all the time. I will verify with you which exam they told me you're going to get, but I'm sure it's going to be this one. Okay? Everybody happy with that?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience. I know it's been a long day for everybody.